I'm checking deer feeders, and I've got a little bit of a weevil problem. Summertime, the damn bugs are crazy in my feeders. There's a lot of dust coming out of here, and it's messing with my solars. I gotta clean that off. But one of the things I want you to see is this cage I built. It's made out of rabbit cage from Home Depot or Lowe's. It's so small that the raccoons can't get their little short arms in there. They're not completely restricted from putting their arms in here, okay? They just can't stick their arms all the way in. So I make a cage that's almost as big as the bottom of the barrel. And then this is the trick. I started doing this 4 or 5 years ago. I had the parts. It's just something I dreamed up. I use springs and just some wire to keep my cage on. And if they pull down on it, it snaps back on them. They can't ever get it down and hold it down. They hold down one side, it pulls up on the other. Secondarily, when I want to take the cage off, it's that easy. So that is a killer trick. So one, this cage, and I'll show you how to build this part of this video, is so big enough that their little short arms can't reach all the way to the spin plate. They don't get corn, they don't keep coming back. When I had that cage that was in there, they would clean the freaking feeder out, just knock it on the ground and stuff. It was annoying. But with this cage, really simple, pretty cheap, big, it's galvanized. Yes, it's gonna knock your corn down. Okay, so if you want to if you're hard-headed and you want to fill deer feeders because you got to have the maximum distance spray on my feeder, it's not working. Hey dude, you're the wrong guy for me. I was surfing around the internet the other day and I heard of this guy called the freaking ranch fairy. I mean, ranch fairy, are you serious? What kind of stupid name is that, idiot? Couldn't do nothing. Nothing, I say. Okay, building the cage. Stuff kind of difficult to work with. I probably should be wearing gloves. But nobody said I was smart. Once you get this unwrapped, there's a piece of wire right here that you undo, and then it just tries to explode open on you. So you got to be real careful when you get this wire undone. It wants to open up, and it gets a little pokey. Pokey's bad. You can see it wants to open up, and it falls on the floor. So be careful that you don't hurt yourself with the rabbit cage. I just kind of eyeball it. Don't have it measured or anything. I just eyeball it. For you guys to get more precise, that's fine. That looks about right. I'm just trying to make it long enough that a raccoon can't stick his fingers in there. And there is some advantage to it being a little smaller. So if the barrel's this big and the cage is this big, when you tie your wires on there, it pulls the cage out a little bit, which forces it up. If it's all the way to the edge, it tends to get a little cattywampus. This still works. Get myself a Sharpie. Mark it off. I marked it right here. And one of the keys is to leave these full length. So I'm gonna take a grinder and I'm gonna cut it off and leave these arms long so they can latch around on this side. On the safety glasses for flying bits and pieces. I'm basically gonna just do this. So it's real thin metal, and these little pieces right here, I'm gonna bend over on the other side. Just shape it back to sort of round. Like I said, with me, it's a rather inexact process. Get it kind of round. And then this is the most tedious part. I prefer to get one layer over, and then you grab these little straight pieces and you just push them over. like that. It's tougher wire than you think it is. Once you get a few, I usually try to get the top, and then this kind of wraps around right here because it's a little bit off. And you just keep bending them until you're done. The pliers really help. So let's get some pliers. So on and so forth until you're done. The full length, I'm not going to bore you to death with that. And I just eyeball the thing. I mean, I figure the motor's maximum that far down. So I usually cheat it a little bit. If you have a winch up feeder, you obviously can't lower it all the way to the ground, but you also don't want them to be able to play with the bottom of the feeder. You want to protect your electronic. About foot long cuts I'm about to make. In no particular spot, just get the bottom done. I hope the OSHA guys aren't watching. SpongeBob made me do it. Okay, close enough. I'm the ranch fairy, I'm not the damn rocket scientist. Alright, this one needs one more cut. It's just a little ornery. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like I said, this is going to be a little stiff, so you're going to have to fight with it a little bit because it wants to once you're tied together, and that stiffens the whole cage up when you get this part. You play with it a little bit. 5. Shazam! I literally zip tie this together. Now, where there's little arms in here, I once again grab it with my Leatherman and tie it together. I'll piddle around with these, and wherever I can hook them, like right there, I'll hook them. They're under there, see them poking out. Anything where I can get them to bite. These right here, I'll get them to bite. I'll zip tie the rest, and I'll show you the results here in just a second. So what I try to do is tie as many corners together with the zip ties as I can. So you can see there's a corner here, and then it bites into this top layer, and I'll zip them down. So if you get all those zip ties on there, plus the layers are, you know, covering each other. And the cage is now, I mean, it's pretty stable, right? Beat the crap out of it. There's some cheap wire, it's galvanized, it's not real heavy duty, and it works like a champ. Look up the springs. It's pretty round, right? I mean, yeah, close enough. You're just trying to keep their little arms from reaching in there. So if you're gonna go simple and effective, and try this, because it's fast. That took me 15, 20 minutes. Branch Fairy out. I'm the kind of guy who likes to show up and his crap works, and the freaking coons haven't eaten me out of house and home, or most annoyingly, chewed the damn wires. I don't know what the hell they're doing. They're circus animals or something. When they're unsupervised, they'll eat the wires up on your solar, and it doesn't work. Spend a lot of money and time, work, finally get to go hunting, and your crap's not working. So if you guys want maximum spin, hey, go with no cage. You might listen to the Ranch Fairy, because it sucks when your coin is gone. Subscribe to the channel. Keep subscribing to the channel. There's going to be more chaos. Be expecting me. Ranch Fairy out.